Hi everyone, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, back again to do another rankings video in which I talk about a certain franchise of horror films and rank them from my least favorite to my favorite. Now bear in mind, this is just my opinion, doesn't reflect anyone's opinion, and the reason why I'm giving this disclaimer is because I'm probably going to take a beating on this one. But like I said, it's just my opinion, and it's how I view the films. And keep in mind, I don't actually dislike any of these films. They're just rankings from my least favorite to my favorite. And this is going to be the Evil Dead franchise. Now, to start it off, we have Evil Dead 2. And this is where I'm going to take a beating, I'm sure. I do like this film. It has grown on me over the years to where I actually like it. I like it a lot. Let's just put it that way. But when I first saw it, years and years ago when I was younger, I was incredibly disappointed. As I stated before in one of my other rankings videos, when I was younger I was sort of like a horror purist, and I didn't like comedy in my horror. Definitely no comedy for me. So, when I saw this movie, after seeing the first one, I was incredibly disappointed because it seemed like a totally different film than the original. Which, the reason why I didn't like it then is the reason why I like it now. So, coming in last is Evil Dead 2. Keep in mind, I still do like the film, it's just my least favorite of the bunch. Next up is the Evil Dead remake, Evil Dead. Now, this film surprised me big time. It was a lot of fun, tons of gore, neat storyline that actually I thought explained a little bit more what was going on than the original. But it was just, to me, tons of fun. Had a great time with it. Next up is the Army of Darkness. And I have this edition because it has the theatrical cut and the director's cut, I do believe. It's been a while since I watched it. But I absolutely love this movie. It's one of my favorites. I didn't see this when I saw the first two. I saw this years later when I was more open-minded about horror. Let's just put it that way. And every time I watch this movie, I like it more and more. Which leaves us with my number one, The Evil Dead. Now, I bought this Blu-ray. Actually, my wife bought me this Blu-ray a while ago and surprised me out of a store. Out of the, I believe it was Target that had it on sale last year for $5. But it's a piece of crap. It's very grainy, and I wasn't really all that impressed with the picture. So, I kept my original Evil Dead DVD. Because in my opinion, the picture's better, and let's see the difference. It doesn't have that many features, whereas the Anchor Bay Evil Dead version has tons and tons of features. And this movie just blew my mind. When I was younger, like I said, I was a horror purist, and I love slasher films. That's what got me into horror. That's what keeps me into horror. And I didn't venture outside of slashers very often. I rented this movie and watched it, and it not being a slasher, it blew my mind. I love it. I've loved it ever since. It's probably in my top 20 favorite horror movies ever made, and that is The Evil Dead, the original. So, those are my rankings. Let me know what you guys think. Please, no haters. And I will talk to you guys next time. Peace.